Hey everyone, welcome back to Leveling the Witchblade in Grim Dawn. And these are the aforementioned shoulders. They look pretty nice to me, and they're definitely going to be what I'm focusing on for this character. Turned in a mess of quests, and I'm actually going to go out and we're going to run up to the other something for nothing guy. And then we're going to turn in the scrap to Barnabas. And I'll probably do this off camera, but I'm going to run and grab Isaac's shoulders and the devotion point that's right over to our left, or west of that rift gate. But we're going east because next guy we need is simply right here. And actually, I should really consider grabbing up a cracked lodestone before I do anything else, because that item's awesome on any character going through the game still. It actually would probably help get this guy down really quick. So Blood of Dreeg here. It's a really great ability. I might even focus on leveling it up on my next level up, the level 9 level up, because it's that sweet. It's as sweet as a character heal can be. So let's just run and turn this in. So next up we'll get Blood and Iron. And Blood and Iron, I can point out where the two guys are when we get into Burwich Outskirts. Basically, you go into Burwich Outskirts and you head west. Keep heading west. Or not Outskirts, I'm sorry. Moldering Farms. Fields.
Get the scrap? Perfect. Well, since I
you basically get in there and you head west. And you'll end up finding them. Basically follow the road to Burwich as you normally would going west. But you just go wester and you'll get to the Blood and Iron part. They are a pair of flesh warped mutants. Let's put that. Dreeg's is fine and all, but let's do the Nova right there. And I actually have to do one switch here. Little Dreeg there, Nova there, Curse there. So Blood of Dreeg, you also want to have it up all the time, because it provides you a bunch of bonuses while it's up. And that's usually the way to go with Pneumatic Burst and Blood of Dreeg. It gets weird when you have them both and you basically are rotating on them. Though it's also an amazing amount of healing. Especially when you get both of them leveled up. I really should, at some point, find some low-level movement speed boots and just put them in my Grim Dawn stash and just copy them to every character I start. Just to stop the sluggishness. Yeah, this is kind of the problem when you don't have Elixirs of Spirit. I didn't grab any off of other characters. I probably should have. I actually am going to go buy a couple. Because this is kind of ridiculous that I'm not picking any up either. Normally I do pass along like a stack of 100 from a character that doesn't use them. And almost always that's my Albrecht Aether Ray guy. Oddly enough, he doesn't horf down the energy drinks. Horf is a technical term in Grim Dawn for drinking a lot. So the reason I'm not concerned about physique or about cunning, spirit, is I'm not going to be equipping anything caster related. Really, we're looking for a big old two-hander, which is pretty much all physique based, and then we're looking for a big old like heavy armor. Like it's just all big old stuff is going to be our character. Nothing tricky, nothing clever, nothing spiritual. We are actually just looking to bash crap with a giant thing while wearing other giant things. So it's all physique for this guy. In fact, the only reason we're like really having trouble with energy management right now is just it's early game. And I haven't really put anything like, ectoplasms on any gear. So, for the Sloth Necklace quest, I would actually suggest if you get Sloth Necklaces, 3 of them on normal, to just save that. Save that until you get to higher difficulties.
That skill's not ready.
Whack, 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 whack. Boom, boom, boom. And now we turn wood items off. So something I've done before on characters, and something you might want to consider while leveling a character, is to actually save turning in a lot of the quests. I mean, I mentioned this in the previous leveling playthrough, but I'll mention it here again.
Well done.
That you can actually wait on turning quests in. And if you wait on turning quests in... Do I want to do this right now? Because... Blitz is 10 points away, so... 3 more level ups. You know what? Yeah, I think we'll be fine on this. We're just going to go in on not picking any abilities up yet. Yeah, we'll go with that. Oh, we want that offensive ability in there. Definitely want an offensive ability in there. So,
See anything you like?
yeah, turning your quests in all at once can be beneficial because if you die or anything like that, you won't like lose experience from it. But it's also kind of easier to turn everything in, especially early on.
Good, you're
You just turn it all in at once. So I almost do recommend just running to the Burwitch Rift Gate and taking it, then coming back and turning everything in. Though you don't necessarily have to. So we're going to grab up the Foggy Bank. Shrine. I am going to switch to a two-hander really soon, I think. Just because it'll make life a little easier for, like, just killing things with swings.
That skill's not ready.
And for devotion, I have no idea what I'm going to do. I'm not even lying about that. Devotion is like... I know I'm going to the left side of the constellations. I don't know exactly what I'm going to pick up yet. Come on, Luther, be down here and make... Oh, yes. Be down here and make me look good and make me know... Make it look like I know what I'm doing. It's not Electra's, but it'll do. Or basically use it in the same style. Let the enemies cluster around us and then hit the button. So that Electra's flash freeze by now would be nuking the entire screen. And thus being way, way easier to use and way, way quicker as a leveling tool. So I'm sort of like, oh, should I focus on Dreeg's and Focused Gaze? Basically use it in the similar style. And I'm kind of leaning on maybe doing that. Like in five more levels maybe. Because we don't want it to be like a useless ability. We don't want to neuter Dreeg's usefulness to us. But having a superbly powerful one-shot, you know, is kind of good. Kind of a powerful ability to have early in the game, too. That's why Electras work so well. But I say in 5 levels because I want to actually get Blitz. And yeah, I know I'm not maintaining my blood, but it costs energy to do that right now. So yeah. What are we at? 5 points. So basically 2 straight up levels. Military conditioning is going into the hopper here soon. Because if you know anything about soldiers, you know military conditioning is basically... It's basically hit points to get hit points.
Can't do that yet.
It's a hit point buff on top of a hit point buff. Because you're getting bonus physique. And on top of that, you're getting the health out of physique. But then on top of that, you're getting, you know, bonus health.
That skill's not ready.
Ooh, of attack. That's going on my head. Eventually. In a level, that's going directly on my head. Because of attack is pure offensive ability. It's something we desperately need. And we desperately need something with movement speed. It's like walking through Jell-O. Now, I mentioned focusing on Dreeg's Evil Eye, but I'm also considering focusing on Solo's Witchfire, because we end up swinging our weapon a lot. It could be beneficial for us to use that ability. Yeah, like that great axe. That's probably going to be our weapon. Because we'll swing it slower, but we will swing it harder. And I think it was a great axe of attack. And of attack, as I mentioned before, pure offensive ability.
Oh, hello, travel.
Oops.
Oh, hello, travel.
Yeah, we'll throw that on. Oh, I can't throw it on yet because it takes away my cracked lodestone. Durr. Okay, so our goal here is pretty much just to run and grab our blacksmith. And I think we're actually going to not go for Duncan this time. Which is kind of funny to say because I do normally go for Duncan quite often. But yeah, I think we're actually going to pick up Angrim. It's a rare flip on my part. Only because I don't think Duncan provides anything for the character directly.
I can't do that yet. Move along now, stranger.
I don't actually... Oh, god damn it. Hang on a second. Okay.
Move along now, stranger.
Okay. I actually don't know the... I don't want to say I'm taking the hammer by force. You don't want to kill the damn blacksmith, but... It's like, huh, I don't actually know that conversation fork by heart. This guy's just running. Hey. So we want to go into that cave that's along the road, which is back here a little bit. Is it? Yeah. No. I'm not actually used to just running into the middle here. I normally run back to grab Duncan, and that's it. So yeah, we got to come up here then.
Can't do that yet.
Although I could also see focusing on vulnerability, so this kills easier. This is the cave I'm talking about. This is our next devotion point.
Skill's not ready. That skill's not ready.
Okay. Next level up, we will get Blitz and probably tick our point into military conditioning. And then I'll decide where I want to go for our, like, leveling build, I guess you would say, until we can afford to run Blade Arc smoothly. It's not that Blade Arc would be a bad choice to level with. It actually isn't a bad choice to level with, because it hits a big area. It's, a giant sweeping attack. And as a giant sweeping attack, it's a giant sweeping attack, which means it's automatically good at clearing out crowds, which means it's automatically good at leveling. It's just I don't think we can run it quite yet, especially compared to having an option like Dreeg's Evil Eye. Yeah, so we're running, like I said, as west as we can to get the flesh and iron. I'm sorry, I've been calling it blood and iron this whole time. Just how much I pay attention to the quest names. Flesh and iron. They're right here. I want the Overseer dead first. So one of them is heavily cold-based, and one of them is fire-based. So you're going to get flash freezed, because that's a Electra's flash freeze out of the cold one. But once one is done, it's a lot easier to handle the other one. Not that either of them are actually that difficult. It's just right now it's a little annoying to have to deal with a freeze. Otherwise, not that difficult. They aren't even that difficult at higher levels either. So let me actually see what we've got here for gear, because we might be able to swap in and upgrade. I might actually keep that around. I've always found that item to be kind of a bizarre item. In all honesty, the mutant arms, because they're force wave based. Really? Because they're a force wave based piece of gear, but they're a one-hander. So they're basically giving you an advantage to an ability that requires you to equip a shield otherwise. In between pick up that bristly fur. Okay, between episodes, I'm gonna go grab like 200 energy drinks off of another character. Maybe see if I can't find movement speed boots on someone that I can pass to this guy. I think movement speed is going to be something until we get like Aliran's Rage is going to be something that is going to be a pain in the ass to deal with.
Well, I'll be.
Send Olgrim to the prison. Yeah, so it's pretty much the same way you fight your way through this in every playthrough of the game. Wait for Aldenar to show up and then just kick his ass.
I'm out of energy.
Of course, in this case, kicking his ass is basically going to be me sitting here swinging at him this entire time. Because I have no energy left. And no energy potions. So the real quick thing we can do is go punch Rennie in the face. But I think I'm just gonna do that off camera. It's basically me just gonna be standing there pumping lightning novas into him. And then swinging my weapon around. So I'm actually going to turn all these quests level up, and then we'll work on going through Burwitch and going through the Warden's Lab next time. So thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys then.